The Partnership for Clean Competition, or PCC, funds and supports scientists conducting important and innovative research relevant to the dynamic field of anti-doping science in an effort to better understand, detect, and deter the use of performance-enhancing substances by athletes. Anti-doping research can have an enormous impact on sport and the well-being of athletes, and it requires the expertise of scientists from many different fields from around the world. The research you're doing in your lab today may have meaningful applications in anti-doping science.
The number of prohibited substances and the methods that athletes are using to dope, we need that diversity of scientific experience and expertise in order to fight and effectively fight doping in sport.
The PCC is a nonprofit organization that brings together and supports the world's top scientists and innovators who are engaging in high-quality anti-doping research and development to protect the integrity of sport and public health. Through the PCC, anti-doping researchers, as well as scientists with projects relevant to anti-doping science, can apply for various opportunities to support innovative research to address current issues in sample collection, drug detection, sample analysis, and other key areas.
If you're interested in applying for a grant through the PCC for anti-doping and you haven't worked in this field directly before, I would highly recommend calling the PCC. They're very open to discussing what some of their major concerns are in anti-doping, what some priorities might be, and they would also walk you through the application process. Having that initial discussion will save you a lot of time on your pre-application. The other part about the pre-application process is that once you submit that, you'll know straight away whether you're on the money or not. And if they have any concerns, they'll let you know straight away. And if it's something they've got interest in, they'll be encouraging you to submit a full application.
The PCC offers microgrants, grants, fellowships, working groups, and translational research funding to assist researchers from around the world as they advance the field of anti-doping science. For PCC grants, pre-applications are due March 1st, July 1st, and November 1st of each year, and invited full applications are due 30 days after pre-application. The average funding amount awarded per grant is $225,000, and the PCC provides about $2 million annually in grant support to investigators around the world.
The Partnership for Clean Competition has been a tremendous funding source for us. One of the major reasons why we like them is they have funding rounds 3 times per year. So if we have a good idea and it's not a regular time frame for an application, that makes it very difficult. The PCC having 3 rounds of funding, we always have an opportunity to submit an application.
The PCC microgrant program can rapidly fund research projects which fill immediate gaps in anti-doping knowledge or provide preliminary data to strengthen a regular PCC grant application. Projects must be completed within 6 months, and applicants can request up to $75,000 in funding. Microgrant applications are accepted anytime, and funding may be awarded as soon as 1 week after submission.
So if you have a hot topic that you think might work but you don't have any preliminary data, they have microgrants that we can go through the process and we can get funding very quickly.
Fellowships can be 1 to 3 years in duration, and they can take place at research institutions or World Anti-Doping Agency or WADA accredited laboratories around the world. They cover the fellow's salary and include a stipend for research equipment and supplies.
We offer fellowships for young scientists to get into the area of anti-doping, and for me I think that's just fabulous because as I was studying and developing my career, I had no idea I would end up in anti-doping science and focusing on research. So I think the PCC brings tremendous value to young scientists, and I encourage all of them to look into the opportunities that the PCC presents.
The PCC fellowship was great. It provided more than just a foot in the door, but it actually provided full immersion with one of the laboratories. It allowed me to incorporate myself into routine work as well as research work, which are 2 of the main pillars with a lot of the anti-doping laboratories. So it's been a great experience and has allowed me to get to the position that I have right now.
One of the great advantages of the Partnership for Clean Competition working groups is that they have independent experts, and again, they're all throughout the world, that have expertise in certain areas. So you don't have to be an expert in every single aspect of that program. You get all the experts all together that have unique ability in certain areas, and collectively they perform a good working group to establish the program.
The Translational Research Fund helps bring PCC-funded science and technology developments into the laboratories that serve the anti-doping community. Through the Translational Research Fund, the PCC helps scientists complete R&D, identify viability and interest in commercialization, as well as manage the adoption of research results through licensing agreements, joint ventures, and other partnerships.
One of the things that makes it great for me as far as working with the PCC is that they're available for answering my questions. They're easy to start a dialogue with in case I need to get feedback for studies that are ongoing. And they're also ready to help me if I need help with a particular issue that I'm facing today. They're going to be there to try to either get additional organizations involved or to provide us with the necessary resources that we need to solve that problem.
To date, the PCC has awarded more than $22 million in funding for over 100 research projects done by more than 90 of the best anti-doping scientists from 17 countries around the world to produce over 125 scientific papers from PCC-funded research.
So far it's been great working with the PCC. The people that I've interacted with have all been very supportive and enthusiastic about the work, and I look forward to interacting with them more in the future.
Visit the PCC website to learn more about these exciting opportunities for researchers.